What's up, everyone? I'm Vitor.
I'm Alex. Vitor, what are we talking about today?
Well, last week we went over what a persona is. Today, things are going to get a little bit more practical.
We'll be going step by step on how to actually create one.
So, a bit of context first. Let's say you're working on an app for an international coffee startup and you want to learn a little bit more about your customers. So where do you start, right? The first step is to gather data about your customers and your target users. Why do you need to do this? Well, this will help you later on in the design process curate the experience of your product for that specific group of people. But who are these people and how do we find out more about them?
Depending on your company, your manager or team will have some existing data for you. If not, secondary research on Google should help you get a better understanding of those users. For this project, we would be looking at things like pre-existing coffee surveys, customer data like demographics, or articles related to coffee drinking habits. But as always, the best way to get to know your customers is to
go out there and talk to people.
So today we'll be doing just that.
Can you tell me your first name and your current job or role?
Sure. My first name is Sarah, and my current job, I work in tech.
Cool.
My name is Jen, and I'm a content developer.
I'm Oscar, and I'm a lead product designer for an agency called Cognizant Soft Vision.
Do you own a smartphone?
I do.
What kind of smartphone do you use?
An iPhone.
iPhone, cool.
Yeah,
iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
What apps do you use most on your iPhone?
I would say Spotify, all my email servers, and Slack and Teams, and sort of a lot of communications channels.
Cool.
Texting, WhatsApp.
I hate to say it, but Instagram, photos, Slack, some business stuff, and Spotify. Yeah, YouTube.
How do you feel about coffee?
I feel that coffee is the lifeblood of all things. I rely heavily on coffee.
Coffee's a good thing. I think every day should start out with several cups of coffee.
For a long period of time, I thought it was dirt.
Can you recall for me the last time you drank coffee and then describe your process, please?
Sure, the last time I drank coffee is actually right now.
I was drinking coffee a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that was this morning.
Usually I'll use a French press.
I recently got a cold brew maker from Amazon.
French press.
How do you like to drink your coffee?
Sitting. I like to have my coffee with some milk, no sweetener.
Usually black.
Black.
If it's good coffee, if it's a little bit not so good, I might add some creamer or something.
Milk or creamer or whatever it is that I have on hand to make it taste less like dirt. If I'm out at a restaurant or something for breakfast or whatever, I'm gonna ask for a latte.
Why do you prefer your local coffee shops?
I prefer local coffee shops. Well, just from like a standpoint of wanting to support local businesses, but also I just like seeing new places and new vibes. And
I might look at how crowded it is and what the vibes kind of got going on. If I'm gonna stay there for a while, I would look for a comfortable spot.
Ambiance more than anything else, I think. Probably. I'm just like looking for a decent vibe, something chill or whatever.
After gathering your initial data and conducting some user interviews, the next step is to consolidate that data and analyze it. Think back to the what is personas video. The information that we want to collect revolves around user motivations, behaviors, and a bit of demographics.
Today, we'll be consolidating our info through empathy and affinity maps. If you've ever wondered why sticky notes are the holy grail for UX designers, this is reason number one. Affinity mapping is where you collect the ideas and observations found during your interviews and sort them into themes or categories. You can somewhat see here that we found themes relating to feelings, behavior, and preferences. And to help further organize the themes, we decided to create an empathy map. These are used to articulate what our user says, does, thinks, and feels based on the information we've collected. We'll go more into depth on what these diagrams are and how they're created in a later video. And remember, these are just some of the tools that you should have in your UX toolbox. You don't need to use these every time, although they can be very helpful to organize your data and help you visualize the insights collected. Now that we've consolidated the data, we can start filling out our persona in a shareable format. The goal here is to help the members of your team, the developers, your stakeholders, and anyone who wasn't directly involved in the research project get an empathetic understanding of your user. Remember, not everyone in the company will be out there meeting users with you. Personas will help us bridge that gap. Your persona serves as a visual representation of your user story. As such, it should blend real user data with fictional details that create a deliverable that's credible and relatable. In this case, our persona is Caffeine Carly. Well, that's all there is to it, guys. We hope this helps guide you in building your personas.
And don't forget to check the links in the video description below for some free templates of the tools that we use in this video to create our persona.
Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now go out there and solve some people puzzles.